Today I'm going to be going over a formula, and that's for trading the US30. Now this is based off of doing it on Forex with a Satoshi base account. Now there's a formula, there's a certain amount of ticks that you can find when you're trading the US30. When I talk about US30, I'm talking about the Dow Jones. But the goal of this is to have a Satoshi base account and then to grow your Satoshi over time, but to be trading the Dow Jones, the US30, and we want to get to a certain amount of ticks to make a certain amount of Satoshi. And I found that formula out, and that's about 100,000 ticks. So I'm going to show you what happens when you do it at a 0.01 and you're trading the Dow Jones on a Satoshi base balance. Okay, so if you want to trade the US30, the Dow Jones, and you want to make your gains in Satoshi, this is the only broker that I know of. It's the one I use, so I'll put the link down below if you guys want to use them. I don't know of any other broker that can do where your gains will be in Satoshi. But let me teach you how to set it up real quick, and then I'll walk you through the numbers. Okay, so once you've started and you're logged in, what you want to do is you want to create an account first. So you want to go here, you want to go account, and you want to go to this top option here. And for currency, you want to select, now you can do USD if you want to, but that's not the point of this video. If you do choose USD, basically the same formula that I'm talking about today will get you $1,000 basically. So it's the same formula. The same formula I talk about today will get you $1,000 in gains, but I'm not going to be talking about USD. I'm talking about Bitcoin. So you want to go to the Bitcoin option here, and then you want to go to your leverage 500, and you want to create your account. What this is do is it's going to create you an account. And once you've created an account, they're going to email you a password. You're going to have to get Trade Locker on your phone, so make sure you download it. Trade Locker on your phone. They're going to send you a password to log on to it. So once you have that, so the next thing you want to do after you have your account set up and you have Trade Locker on your phone, you want to deposit. So you want to deposit. You want to send money to your broker, and you want to move it to your to your account. So basically, you can buy any of these. You can buy Bitcoin, Dogecoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, or Ripple. Now, me personally, I'll either buy Litecoin or Ripple XRP because it's faster. I'm buying it not to save it or anything. I'm buying it to transfer to this to the broker. So I buy Litecoin or XRP because it's faster. They'll give you your address, and then you just send the crypto to here. And when it's done, it's going to show up there in the upper left corner. The balance is going to be converted over into USD, and it's going to be converted over to USD, and it's going to, what you have to do at that point, after you see it, you're going to go to transfer, and you're basically going to transfer from your wallet to the account that you created. So once you do that, it's going to show up. It'll show up on your Trade Locker, and you'll be able to trade. You'll be able to trade any asset you want. Now, for purposes of this video, this is what it will look like. Okay, you'll have your BTC balance here, and you'll be able to trade whatever asset you want. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be talking about the US30, so that's what we're going to be focusing on. So that's how you set it up. But let's real quickly look at the numbers. And once you have your Satoshi balance set up to where you can trade it and make Satoshi, you're ready to trade the US30. Now let me give you the numbers that you need. And the number is, let's just go here, down here. So you're going to take profit. Now you want to have a goal of getting 100,000. Now first let me show you how much it's going to cost. How much it's going to cost to trade the US30 in general here. So if you want to trade down here we see my lot size 0.01. So bare minimum, if you want to trade the US30, it's going to be at 0.0023. So you have to have at least 0.0023 in order to trade the US30. That's how much you need. You know, it's not that much. It doesn't take that much for every asset. It's just dependent on the asset. So if we go over here to a different asset here, if we go to something like Bitcoin, you'll see that you only need 0.0001 to do trading on there. It depends on the asset, but because the US30 moves so fast, it's recommended to have 0.0023 to be able to trade. So anyway, I'm going to give you guys the numbers that you need, the goal here. And that goal is for each trade to get 100,000 ticks. Now, if you notice, if you get 100,000 ticks of the US30, you'll make 0.011 of a Bitcoin. So basically, you'll multiply your satoshi and make 0.01. So if you were to take that number and go 0.011, see, basically 0.011, and you times that, and you do it 100 times a year, you'll make a little over, it'll take about 100 trades, but if you can do that 100 times a year, you'll make a Bitcoin a year. So right now, let's go look at the US30 and see if that's doable. And, basically go over my previous videos to see some good trading strategies. But we're going to see how easy it is to maintain 100,000 ticks here. So if we go here and we look, now I got the L&L trend system here. So what we want to do is we want to wait, and I'll wait on the hour, and you want to wait and you want to get to 100,000 ticks. So for this move right here, you're already there right about here. So it doesn't take it doesn't take that much of a move to get to these results. It just has to move a little bit, and you have to be accurate. So this move right here is this one's about 100,000 ticks right about here. So let's see if we can find it. Now on the way down, I like to use the L&L trend system. And I focus on the hour. Now this is the US30. That's what we're focusing on. So I have the US30, I have the L&L trend system, and I'm looking at this on the hour, and I'm waiting for it to cross. So basically, when I see these lines crossing, that's when I'll enter. So we got an entry point here, we got an entry point here, and we can also look at RSI. So we can look at RSI to determine what direction it's going, and we can get in for little scalps as well. So we got an entry point here. We got an entry point here. You can you can definitely find 100,000 ticks there. Got one here. Got one here. This is a fake out right here. You got one right here. So let's just see if you can get 100,000 ticks from this. From here. Here's your 100,000 ticks right about there. It doesn't take much of a move. So basically, you would have to do this 100 times in a year, and you'll basically make a Bitcoin a year. Now, what is a Bitcoin a year? Right now, from this video, and because Bitcoin appreciates, if you're able to do that successfully, and you're able to find 100,000 ticks, and you're able to do 100 trades a year, you'll make one Bitcoin a year, and right now, from today's price, that's about 84,000, 85,000 a year. So that simple formula will make you about 84, 85,000 a year. So for the US30, we just basically, you basically have to find 100,000 ticks. Basically, that's all you have to do. Fund an account, and a Satoshi base account, and then you just have to find 100,000 ticks 100 trades a year, basically. And it's that easy. So, because the US30 is so volatile, there are some moments where it might throw you off. Like you see this moment right here, it crossed, but then it comes down, but then it goes back up. So that's why I have RSI loaded. You want to double check here. You can get in with the RSI. And this one right here is not quite 100, but close enough. Then you got, I try to wait for a cross, even though if you have to wait on the hour and you have to wait a long time. But then there's one like right here. And this one is a good one. It's right down here. So this is 100,000 right about here. So you just have to find 100,000 ticks, and you have to do that 100 times in each year. And if you can successfully do that, you will make 1 Bitcoin a year by trading. By trading the Dow Jones. You're basically taking a small amount of satoshi and you're blowing it up.